Hey everybody, Jim Bob here. I wanted to do a quick video tonight, if I can make one quick. Kind of like a self-help or information for people, okay? Everybody knows I'm all about Glocks, but a lot of people don't have the money for trigger upgrades. Everybody says, oh, as soon as you buy a Glock, you gotta buy a new trigger. That's the first thing you gotta do. You gotta spend another $150 on one. Well, I don't think so. That's just my own deal there. But so what I do personally, I've got some that are like really tuned up with some cool stuff. But as far as stock triggers go, what I went and did is I spent maybe 50 bucks. Went to Harbor Freight. I bought a Bauer brand, I think is what it was. I don't have it out here with me. Little electric Dremel tool, basically is all it is, and it comes with all kinds of little polishing wheels. I got some Flitz, looks like a little tube of toothpaste, and I got some Mother's mag wheel polish, just trying different things out. So basically what I've done is after you buy this stuff, and if you got multiple Glocks, you can do your own trigger job for about 25, 30 bucks, okay? With a little time. So you can buy a 6-pack, chill out, put the radio on, have a little time away. So I have a plethora of these things. I got a ton of factory trigger bars. So it's a factory Gen 5 Glock 17 trigger bar. That's all I done. I didn't change any angles. I take zero material off of anything. I just polish it, clean it up, okay? Then when I'm done with that, I've had tremendous luck with a 3.5 ghost connector, the edge connector. I've tried some of the other ones. This is the one that I like. Some people may like the other ones. This is the one that Jim Bob likes, okay? I've got, I think, 15 of these because I've got a lot of Glocks, okay? So this is, obviously you can see it's clear, unloaded. There's zero ammunition around here for all the internet safety goons. This thing will not go bang any way, shape, or form. This is a little 43X, 100% stock, except a ghost connector and a polished trigger bar. This thing normally pulls 3 to 4.5 pounds. So when I take this apart, there's something I want to address with this 43X. I got my little Wheeler gauge. These are hard to get a hold of anything because these things just flop around like that, all right? So bear with me. So, get that zero back. And like I said, that's about exactly 4.3 to 4.4 pounds right there. So I'm going to pull the slide off of this. I got the slide off. So I'm going to pull this down in front of you real quick, okay? Just takes a minute. Get your little Glock tool. These guns are made to be taken apart. These things are so simple. Okay, totally down. Okay. So this is my little polished trigger bar I did. Okay. So you look in here, all these Gen 5s are the same. This one's just a little smaller, all right? So just pull it back, release it, trigger bar's off, okay? See how nice and smooth that is. This what you want to do is get rid of all these sharp edges. Works great. It's my little ghost connector I put in there, okay? I'm not affiliated. They don't sponsor me. I'm not telling you to put any kind of connectors in there. This liability-wise, this is what Jim Bob likes to do, okay? My factory ones on my 48, my 43X, and a few other people have brought their own guns over, okay? This is what I'm trying to address with these guns. Not the ones with the silver slide. The ones with the black slides, the newer ones, okay? I've had several of these come over here where the connector here was literally green, almost rotted in half, corroded. Not joking. The trigger bar looked like a leaked battery inside of like your radio or a kid's toy, that, you know, like that acid looking deal in there. I'm not joking. I've never, ever, ever seen one on a full-size Glock do this. It's always been a 43X or 48, only with a black slide, okay? So, that's what kind of really got me into looking into more of these, more of the concealed carry guns. I don't know if it's a metal problem, a storage problem in the warehouses. I don't know. The last Glock class I took, I actually went to some of the people and I talked to them that were the higher ups. And I said, hey man, you know, what do you got going on here? He said, man, we've never heard of that. I said, well, I'm just some hill jack in Illinois. And I had a few of these already. So if you dry fire these, just, you know, training, practice, or if maybe you got like a little laser deal on the end of it and you're just, you know, mantis thing or whatever, and you're sitting there shooting, and when you do the trigger reset after you rack it, and if it's slow, really slow to come back dragging, take this thing apart. That's what I've discovered. Every single one of these had a real slow trigger return. Even with your finger off the trigger, after you racked it, let off, it just barely came up. That's what it is. It was totally corroded in there. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm not saying they all do it. I ran into a lot of them in half, okay? So check into that. But anyway, so when you put these things back together, Glock, they use a Loctite. It's a copper-based anti-seize is what they put in there. We've all had one apart. We all see it. That's just what they put in there. I've read legends, I don't know if it's true or not, that it can cause galvanization where it'll corrode. I'm not buying it because I've never seen a full-size Glock do it, and I've got a plethora in my house. I've never seen one. It's always been the little ones. Excuse me. So what I do is had a lot of pasta. So what I do is I put just a little dab of just old school gun grease on here, because believe it or not, no matter what people always tell you, the little 4 drops, Glock needs a little drop of grease right here, because this is, besides the slide, you put this back together, these are the only 2 actual metal parts that actually rub back and forth. And they cycle. You put a little dab of grease on there. You don't want to, you want to argue with me, that's great. Your gun, I don't care. It'll probably run no matter what, but it just, I'm a really good maintenance guy when it comes to this stuff. So let's put this back together real quick here. I can't get over this cold, people. God. I've had sinuses forever. All right, so we got that back in there. I always take my little Glock tool and just kind of give her a little, see where I'm at. I heard the little click, boop, there it went again. Get the one for my trigger. Good to go. Now, something to be noted when you put these back together on the 43X and the 48 is your recoil spring. When you pull these off, a lot of times they'll pop up to the second notch up here. They just, I don't know, they just do it, okay? Make sure that's seated back in. What I always do myself personally for a safety check to make sure it's gonna fire, is your safety plunger right here. Push it. See that? See how that dropped? Watch. See that? That's your striker. See how nice and free that is? That's how it works. So push this down. Hear that rattle? Rattle good. Rattle goes bang, okay? So put it back together. rack it a few times, pull the trigger, rack it. Hear that rattle? That means it's gonna go bang. That's good, okay? All right. This is my personal carry gun. As you can see, is 100% unloaded, nothing in there. This is a G45. Yeah, I got tape and grip tape and custom. I make my own little back straps or whatever. I think Glock store makes them now. I think I wish I would have got on the bandwagon on that because I make all my own. But unloaded. This factory components inside. I put a Timney trigger shoe on it. I like the flat face shoes. I have obviously big sausages for fingers, and this is what I like. It's got a real nice true glow sights, tritium and fiber optic. These things are absolutely, I have them on 14 of my clocks. One of them I don't. These things are the bomb. Glow in the night, glow in the dark, or glow in the day and glow in the dark. Same thing with this one here, just all factory components. Rattle. Same deal, polished trigger bar, got a ghost connector. These things just work so good. So on this one here, just showing you guys, it's all stock inside and nothing aftermarket. Factory slide. Let's do a little pull test on this one. It'll, the flat face trigger shoe will pull a little less because of the angle, I think, but 3.6 pounds. God damn it. What is that, about 3.4? Maybe one more. My readers have kid fingerprints all over it, sorry. About 3.4. So basically you're getting 3.5 pound, what they advertise on that. I think that's due to the shoe. I've got a full-size Glock in there with a factory shoe on there. It does not do that. It bounces about 3.9 to 4.2. Just, it's a duty gun, so it doesn't. I think it's the angle of the shoe that does that. So I just wanted to kind of do a little video on that. Just if you guys would want a video on a complete disassembly, I mean the whole kit and caboodle, what to look for on your striker, how many rounds on the recoil spring. You should probably look for defects, what to look for maintenance wise, how to totally disassemble, reassemble, how to put back together and just maintain it confidently. Just pull it apart, put it back together. We can just do it over and over and over again and just burn in your brain. You know what to do. I'm here for you. I don't think anybody that owns one of these should have to be reliant on somebody that knows how to fix one, tear it all the way down, send it off somewhere for God's sakes, or have to go to a gun store. Hey, when you look at this, it don't feel right. Any kind of self-help, any kind of, it'll always go bang normally. Unless you pack it full of mud, do some stupid torture test. But if something doesn't feel right or whatever, man, these things are not hard to work on. Don't be intimidated by them. If I can do anything for you guys, let me know. Any kind of comment, what you want to see on like Glocks, AR-15s or whatever, shotguns or whatever. But I mainly just do Glocks, like sight installations. You know, if you want like custom back plates like what I got on this one here, or I got, you know, like that on there. I got mill spin plates on all of them, how to put them on. It's extremely simple. It's not hard to do. So anything I can do for you guys, please let me know. It's winter time, so I'm not going to be out in the range much unless we get a 50-degree day somewhere. I might go blow up some car doors or get a can of Tannerite and just shoot something just for fun. But yeah, like I said, man, get you one of these. I'm very confident with these. I've seen other brands not so impressed with, but I've had extremely good luck with the Ghost Edge connectors, the 3.5s. Just take your stock trigger bar, just clean it up, spend 20, 30 minutes out here, and you'll be amazed on how much different that gun feels. Or you can just go buy a $100 to $280 trigger and just stick it in there. But I have a Timney Alpha trigger in one of my Glocks. It's tremendous, unreal. I would never recommend anybody to conceal carry it. It is way too light. I have not tested it on to see if it had, you know, drop safety or whatever still incorporated in it. It's just a range gun, range fun. This stuff here, I know it has a Timney shoe on it, just a shoe. This one's all stock. These all have all 3 of the factory Glock safeties incorporated. Drop safety, the safety for the trigger, and the plunger. So that way, you know, if you're cleaning it up, you're not sacrificing reliability or safety factor. That's a huge deal. So like I said, you can do your own for 30 bucks, really. If you already got a Dremel kit and some, hell, you can probably get some damn turtle wax rubbing compound and do the same thing. Just trying to throw you guys a bone. Just try it out, man. You'll be happy. You know, this gauge here was like 30 bucks maybe, and I know it works. So, like I said, like, comments, subscribe if you want to. But anything you guys want me to do for any kind of self-help, especially on Glocks, please let me know. You guys want to know about magazine extensions, which ones work and which ones are whatever. I got a plethora of them too, but my best luck I've ever had with any of them is mill spin, hands down, are the absolute best mag extension made on this planet. They're very expensive, but get what you pay for. Terran Tactical, I use them on my Glock 19 because my hand won't fit a Glock 19. So the only reason I bought them and for my Glock 23 is because I can get enough where it just barely covers the palm of my hand. They're not bad. The only thing I don't like about them is you actually got to cut the ones that I have. You have to cut the tabs off of the magazine. I didn't like that. But mill spin, here's one. I knew I had one around here. Billet aluminum, +5. And, you know, if you want to take it off, you take the Allen head and get your little mag tool, stick it there, pull it right off, put it back to stock if you don't like it. But, all right, until another time, man, if I can do anything for you, let me know. And I hope everybody has a good Christmas. Remember, Santa Claus likes cookie and beer. So leave him out there. He won't get anything but reindeer poop in your stocking. So I'll just see you guys later, all right? Bye.